know, like in Sweden we have warning like caution for mooses and deers, but they like, we live there and 10 meters out of our hotel room we have caution, bear area. What do you mean bear area? We live there and the course is right here behind us. I guess I'll be cautious then, so I don't run into any bears. We're actually not even in Sweden, we're in Canada, and we're gonna go check out the Tidal Slopestyle, which is the next Crankworx stop that we have. But should we just jump up there, checking out the Tidal Slopestyle course built by Brett Reeder and Max McDuff. Yeah, we traveled all the way to BC. We're at Silver Star Mountain, which is located in Kelowna, Vernon somewhere. We're on the west coast and we're in British Columbia in Canada for Crankworx, which is a brand new venue actually. I've been coming to Crankworx in Canada for so many years now, but it's a completely new venue. We're currently gonna look at the slopestyle course, which is supposed to be, I think this can be the best slopestyle course ever built. Just by the first looks of it, I haven't really looked into it too much. I did kind of wanted to bring you guys along for the first couple like reactions, and by the looks of it, it looks absolutely insane and it looks super progressive for the sport. And I think that is because Brett Reeder, which is obviously a legend in the sport, him and Max McDuff, which is also a legend in the sport, have put their brains together and just built the ultimate slopestyle course. Because slopestyle courses nowadays tend to be a little bit too big. Like all of them are just super crazy, so we riders can't really do all the crazy tricks that we're working on during the winters and at home. So as soon as we come to an event, it's usually a bit too, like I'd say the courses kind of downgrade us a little bit when it comes to riding. So this course looks like we can bring out pretty much anything, but that's just from my first couple impressions. I shouldn't talk too much before I actually ride it, because yeah, you know, but don't get me wrong, like it's still a pretty big ass course. Like I'm just gonna stand next to the kicker here so you can see that it's actually quite big still. I mean, it is still freaking humongous, right? It's not small at all, but I mean, it's just built in a way better, like safer way, I'd say, than it has been in the past. Yet again, this is just the looks of it, but super keen to be in Canada again. Like I wanted to go to Crankworx Canada last year, but obviously Corona happened and we couldn't do it. So you're starting there, just rolling down some rollers, small like little berm, and then you hop in here, which is gonna be quite an airtime into it, I'd say. And then I guess there's no brakes, and then we have a brand new thing. I haven't seen this before at all when it comes to slopestyle courses. It's actually like a big size lip. So it's not really a step down, but it is a step down at the same time. I don't know, like it's probably built for us to learn how to do sick tricks here, and then we can bring them to other step downs in the events. I don't know. Fuck. It's probably the same height, my head and that one. So yeah, now you can get an idea of how big the takeoff is. Usually it's like around here, I'd say. So this is definitely gonna be one of those flips where people are doing crazy flip tricks out into the step down thing. You know when you jump down things and it like you get electrocuted all the way up into your brain through your knees? That's what's gonna happen now. Oh nej, nej. I haven't even got my bike out my bike bag yet and I've still managed to eat shit already. So this behind me is feature number 1. We're gonna work our way down to feature number 2, which is gonna be a bit of a trick jump. It's been raining heavy all morning and night when we arrived here. We arrived like 1 a.m. yesterday, so muddy and stuff. But bit of a left turn and then you go into the most dreamy trick jump step up I've ever seen on a contest course. Usually all the courses have like 4.5 meter tall lips and like crazy stuff, and they're like, oh, you can bring your biggest tricks out here. No, we can't, because if we crash we will die. But this is actually like a size that is still big but very progressive. As I said, like it's gonna be fun to ride and do tricks on. It's not gonna be like, oh shit, here we go, I might die. This is what I like. I like when there's a slopestyle course and just this is not going to be judged or anything, but it's just like rollers and like scrub knuckles and stuff and like loamy dirt, so that we can just like play around. So we land here and then we're going to be like yeah, it's not humongous, it's not small, it's just ideal for tricks. It's going to be a good 3 combo jump, I'd say. People are going to be spinning this one for sure. So far so good, like everything from top to here First two features are mint. And then into the berm. I guess that one is a bit of a speed bump for us to slow down on and regulate our speed. Same for this berm. And then we roll out on this very, very wide deck. So I guess it's built for some progressive tricks like full cabs and stuff. There's a couple riders in the field that actually have a free coaster on, so I'd say that this will be a good one for it, definitely. Does it look small or big? Just nice, right? Everything here at Crankworx BC is just nice.
Find some bears.
You really want to say a bear? I'm just going to give you a zoom lens and then I'm just going to say, hey Simon, go into the woods and film some stuff. Then we'll see if I meet you again. So this one's definitely bigger. It's quite big and it's steep, so this is going to be like a shit ton of airtime on it, I'd say. I don't know, but it looks good. Like it's a good size, I'd say. So this is definitely going to be where the bigger bangers are going down. I haven't even seen a photo of the last jump yet, so I don't know if that's the biggest one or this is the biggest jump. So definitely think that this will be like one of those jumps where people are just going off and doing crazy flip combos and stuff like that. It's actually massive now when I'm standing here. Wow. How crazy is it that like Instagram photos and shit can make stuff look small? Like sometimes when I just look at Instagram, I'm like, oh shit, that looks so small. Or when I look at a live stream or something, like, oh, it looks so small. Why didn't I do that? Why is no one doing this? Because it's freaking gnarly in real life compared to what it is here. So no, this is gonna be a good one. Steep and nice, just if they've done this whole surface with just the digger and no patching themselves, they should seriously think about switching from biking to being an excavator driver, because that's a bit too good to be true. Like, if you look at it, it's just too smooth. Looks like a concrete park. What do you think about the course, Alex Alenko?
I mean, it's super nice because it's a bit smaller than usually, and I think the trick
Is it
level...
though? This one's humongous.
Okay, this one is big, actually. Yeah.
But I mean, the rest of the course, yeah. It's a majestic ass tree. They built it up and it's just in the middle. It's a nice tree. We don't have that in Sweden. Yeah, we do have trees in Sweden, but we don't have nice trees like that in Sweden. Simon says il massivo behind the camera, so yeah. How many times am I gonna say that the freaking proportions are so good so it's gonna be safe? Like, I'm getting annoyed by myself and I haven't even cut this video yet. Next section, by the looks of the tire marks on this landing, is that people are landing and then just turning heavy right to hold up in the berm here, because it's a bit of a 90-degree berm. And then we get on to my probably favorite feature of the whole thing, because I literally have one of these at home and I always loved a good on and off box. We haven't had a really like good and safe and legit one over the last couple of years, so I think this one is gonna be, oh my god, it looks good. I think we left the small part up there and went on to a bit of a bigger section in the bottom, because this is actually massive, but you look in the proportions. There we go here, and I think this drop, yeah, it's by far the biggest one. This drop is actually massive. This drop is definitely the biggest. It looks pretty massive and scary from up top here. It's so much more sketchy when there's no bike involved with getting down of all these features. It's not every day when I show up to a slopestyle course and I feel like I could hit this before asking or knowing what the speed is, just by like, oh, it looks perfect, it looks good. Probably around 5, maybe not 5, but 5, you know? Not 5, but kind of 5. This one looks like we're gonna be cooking into 90 degree, almost more, almost 180 degree. Like, so you're gonna land there and then just steam it all the way in here. Yeah, because this berm leads into the last jump. So you need some proper ass speed after this one. So if you're not good at berm riding, you're not gonna be able to get speed. Last jump actually looks like the biggest one, I'd say. It looks like a smaller lip, but more gap. By the looks of it now, there's no tire marks on this one, so no one probably hit it yet. The rest of the course had tire marks. But I mean, this one looks quite crucial with the speed, like you need to be cooking out of the berm. It's still like way better than everything I've ever seen in my whole entire career of slopestyle riding, but this one looks a bit hard with the speed, I'd say. But it's a lot more mellow, this one, so I think the speed is gonna be easier to actually clear it with. This is quite like same vibes at Rotorua, I'd say. A bit more of a mellow lip, bigger gap, and a step up landing to not as tall of a landing. The actual landing size is probably like a bit smaller than my one at the compound at home. So, yeah. Sorry about the proportions. Matt and Brett, well done. This is... that was the first walk. That was our first impressions of the course. It looks absolutely amazing. I guess you probably already understand that I like this course very, very much. So yeah, we're basically just gonna head back to the hotel. Should we just bring you guys along a little bit and see what we're doing? I don't know what we're doing, but it's been raining, so we can't ride today. So we're gonna just have a down day, chill, work with the jet lag, because it's actually quite early in the morning because we're super jet lagged. And yeah, spin somewhere. Alright, it's actually 7 AM the morning after. We ended up going to Brett Reeder's house to ride some bikes, so we forgot to film more because we can't film there. Don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna show you guys how we're staying. We have a bit of a kitchen area, office area slash where we eat, and then we have our rooms here. Bunk bed city here, and then Alex actually have the master, but he's asleep because it's, as I said, 7 in the morning. I've been awake since 4 AM because I got jet lag. Yeah. Which is quite nice. Like usually we get hotel rooms, but this is like a bit of a condo. And then, yeah, just walk out here. Of course, right here, but it's literally -2 degrees right now. It's -2 already. Fuck, it's September. Okay, cool. Of course, it's just right over there. So yeah, I don't know what this was, but it was something to show you guys what we're doing outside of the biking. So yeah. Subscribe and like and stuff. We're gonna film a bunch of more videos from this BC trip, but hopefully we can start riding today. We got practice and riders meeting in a few hours, but that's not now. So yeah, see you in the next vid.